Cody Rhodes kicking off the show. Let me explain a bit about myself before we get into the review. So, I've been a wrestling fan since 2000 pretty much. And sometimes I've been in and out, but it's just what I've loved. And I think, okay, I'll get a bit more in a separate video. But Cody Rhodes kicked off the show. Now, he did cheat against Drew to win. But then I also think as well, it's kind of the finish of way because of WrestlePalooza, which wasn't a well-loved event. WrestlePalooza, it was a clean match. He didn't cheat, or maybe he did. I don't think he cheated. I can't remember. But they had a match there. They don't need 3 matches. So Drew getting suspended at the end. Spoiler, I think it makes sense because you don't need 3 matches with. And it's not only like this would only be the 3rd match they've ever had. They've always had more. So then Aleister Black is like, hey, I want a shot at the title. I want this opportunity. So he gets it. And we get Dragunov versus Gargano. Now, you don't know this obviously, but in a cheap black and gold, I was a massive fan of that. And Johnny Gargano, to me, it's crazy to say, but to me, I saw like how people saw John Cena. I mean, I love John Cena. John Cena is one of my favorites, but Johnny Gargano was just my baby face, and it was absolutely amazing. This match was a great match. Obviously, how I felt about Johnny Gargano in 2018 compared to now were completely different, but this was still a good match. So, yeah, well done. And Eno and Dragunov, I don't know that much about. I just heard he has a good match with Water. People have said. I watched his match with Sammy. I thought that was good as well. The match with RC, I don't think it was an okay match. Wasn't the greatest compared to Sammy. I didn't obviously watch a comfort match and was like, no, he was Water at the time. I was like, wow. So next we did Charlotte Flair versus Nia Jax. Surprise, Lash Legend turns heel. Well, she was always a heel in NXT, but she sides with Nia, which they've been feuding a few months ago, and then her kind of interference with Alexa Bliss costs Charlotte Flair and Nia Jax wins. It's like, is this a Lash Legend call up? Because again, at the landscape of NXT, I never thought she was on the same level as Jada Parker, even though she's beating Jada Parker or Jordan Grace or anyone who did a load of ice, like anyone who was contender to win the NXT Women's Championship. But then again, I thought the same about JC Jane and Tatum Paxley, so you never know. But her being on SmackDown, does that mean they're calling her up? SmackDown does need more heels and faces. And before this all happened as well, we saw Tiffany do a promo, which basically, no, not Tiffany, sorry, Jade Cargill do a promo that was like, I'm that beat, and yeah, she stared at Charlotte and she was like, I'm a champion too. So yeah, that happened. So I'm really excited to Jade first. She could be obviously Tiffany's injured or that, and I guess it wouldn't make the best sense to person that lost, have new people in the fold, And then we get to Chelsea Green winning back the US Championship, Women's US Championship. He did it with a roll up. There was a bit of an interference as well. Overall, it was just now her and Ethan are both double champions because they won the Triple A Mixed Tag Team Championship. So yeah, they're both double champions now. So that's going to be very good for a storyline. And I feel with Joe Hendry and Thea Hale. That's the name. So yeah. Then we move on to Ray Phoenix versus Tyler Tonga. I haven't been the biggest fan of the MFTs. When the Soda was US champion, I was a fan. Yes, I just feel like he lost his aura. And Tyler won at the end. I think maybe Ray should go on Raw if they're not confirmed anything positive going with Penta being a superstar and Ray's name, then might as well just be a tag team. And then they can do a split up or whatever. But I thought the point of splitting them up was to show the talents as single stars, but I don't feel like that's really happened so far. That's how I feel. So then at the end, we actually get Cody Rhodes as Aleister Black. it's a fine match. Like, good. I watched this one. Like, I watched the show, and then I guess like Alistair Black is someone who Mutalina is looking really good, but him in NXT was just different. He was kind of like Undertaker. I could see that, but I don't really see it at the moment. Like, Drew came out the referee, and that was it. Demon Priest came out to help Drew, and then Nick Aldis suspended Drew McIntyre. So that was my SmackDown review. Let me know what you think. I'm really passionate about wrestling, so I'm definitely gonna do more of these. And just not just reviews or shows as well, just anything I feel like. So yeah.